Hi, everybody. This is Elaine Hupprich. I'm coming from St. Petersburg, Florida. It is Sunday night, our team product Zoom chat that we have every week. And tonight is a special night because I'm going to talk to you about a resource that we have talked about a lot in the last few months. You've seen it. Some of you have been to a class that Nancy, me, or Stephanie has taught on this book called I Am Fabulous. I Am Fabulous is a work that was put together by Desiree Mangandog, and she is going to be with us for a few minutes tonight and explain to us and talk to us about a session that she's going to do in Tampa on May the 20th. Now, if you don't live in the Tampa Bay area, I don't want you to leave the chat now and be discouraged. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to consider coming to Tampa for this one-day event. And I'd also like you, if that's not realistic, to realize that this book is going to give you a real heads up on working on some emotional healing that you need to do. And so you will still benefit from this teaching even if you're not in our local area. And also Desiree has a great Facebook page, and she also has all kinds of online teaching that we have found. So it's very easy, even if you're not local, to benefit from this teaching. So the way that we got started, me, Nancy, and Stephanie, and a few other people, no, I think it was, it was Sherry Maynard and a few of us at convention in September. We ran across this book because the people that met in the room before us were teaching on the EDGE system. And Desiree had been in that room the day before, and there was some of her materials still laying there when we came in for something that evening. And that's how we found this great resource. And I believe in the providential hand of God, and I believe He just put it right in my lap and knew that we especially needed this book and these blends to benefit us and to help us move forward in some of the areas that we were emotionally stuck in. So we got a hold of the book. Long story made short, we got the book. We started reading the book, and we saw how powerful it was. We started using some of the blends. So we put together a short class, like a 1-hour class, and we started teaching on it. We started telling everybody about it. The books went they went AWOL. We couldn't get them because the people that knew about them were all ordering them up. And I think I saw Jeremy said that they weren't available. So they do go out of print quickly, and then they print more, and so be diligent in trying to get a copy of them. You can get them from Aroma Tools, Oil Life, and the Edge, edge.com or whatever that site is. All of them have, all the big tool companies have this now. So after Nancy and I started using the book and teaching on it, we just became more and more convinced that this was a tool that would really make a difference in our oil usage in working with the emotional issues that affect us in so many ways. So when we got ready to go to Cancun, we reached out to Desiree. She said she would be there, and it was one of our goals when we went to Cancun in January was just to meet her. So we thought we would just see her, we would quick take a picture, and that would be it. And what ended up happening was we ended up spending some extended time with Desiree. She was very generous with me, Nancy, and Stephanie Bridges, and sat and really helped us understand some of this material more. And we realized that the book is amazing, but spending time with her was even better. And so she then agreed to come to the Tampa Bay area and do a workshop, which she will be doing on May the 20th. So Desiree's background is that she has her MS in Chinese medicinal, I don't know I don't know what it's called. Sorry. She's an acupuncturist. She has used herbs and oils and acupuncture in natural healing for over 13 years. She's studied, she's practiced, and she just believes that the mind, body, and spirit are so controlled by our emotions. And when we can do good work in those areas, it affects every part of our life. And so I wanted to just show you the book. It's filled with 45 different blends. It comes in a great format. When Nancy and Stephanie and I teach on it, we go into lots of detail. But if you notice this, this page is called the Lucky Blend I made for a friend recently. It is a coloring book format, adult coloring book, so that you can get creative and color in as you're working on a particular emotion or a particular blend. Not all the pages are this beautiful. This one's this beautiful because I was being creative on this page. I want to tell you the latest one that I used, which was a few days ago. I was working on decluttering my office, which is just a big stinking mess. And decluttering for me is hard because in my family, I come from a long line of pack rats. And so we attach sentimental value to everything that we own. And so I knew I would need some help. So I went to my I Am Fabulous book. I found the Clear the Clutter blend. I made it. I started using it a couple of days before I started working in my office, and I started diffusing it. And Stephanie Bridges and Penny Dimbo and Nancy came and helped me. And they were, I think, very surprised that I wasn't sitting in a corner crying and sucking my thumb as they were encouraging me to declutter. But I was in there with my sleeves rolled up and feeling really good about what we were doing. So Desiree is on. I want to give her the time to talk to you about coming to Tampa Bay. We are so grateful for you, Desiree, and this work you've done, and we are grateful for the opportunity to have some personal time with you. So let me see if I can you unmute yourself? Oh, yep. I got you unmuted.
Awesome. Hello, Elaine. Thank you so much for having me on. So, Elaine, what were you guys going over? I heard the Clear the Clutter, right? What
Yes.
would you like me to talk about today? I know I'm going to go over the workshop, but is there anything specific that's just popping up, or anyone have questions in the chat area that you guys can type away? No? Yeah, go ahead. Somebody write questions. I want to answer some questions. I want to hop in and somebody give me a topic, and I can just talk for a little bit before I introduce the workshop event. Anybody have questions or comments?
You guys can unmute yourself.
Okay. Oh, cool. Myself. All right. So my name is Desiree Mangandog, and I am a doTERRA Blue Diamond Wellness Advocate. I've been with doTERRA for almost 4 years. And prior to that, I was an acupuncturist, herbalist, and I started Chinese medicine at the age of 19. So I've been natural health for a long time, for about 15 years, now that you know my age. And I have married my passion of Chinese medicine with essential oils. So a lot of those blends that you get in the book, I have combined my herbology theories with the essential oils. So rather than raw herbs, I'm using the essential oils to make these concoctions and combinations, and then understanding the best locations to apply based upon acupuncture points and meridians. The goal is for you to use these blends in short periods of time. So usually 2 weeks is enough. The stubborn ones, maybe like 4 weeks. Max would be 6 weeks of usage, but that's a very rare situation. So the goal is that you use these blends for a couple of weeks, and then it causes shifts in your system, in your energy patterns, so that you are permanently releasing things. I'm all about permanent healing. Yes, I said that. So okay, you got to understand your whole body is energy. If you look at an atom, because if you break down all of our cells and stuff, it breaks down into atoms, right? And then you've got all these electrons around the nucleus. And so what do you think is atom. Most of the atom is empty space, correct? So actually, our bodies are mostly empty space. So that's just energy running through them. So all of our thoughts and emotions hold a very specific frequency, a specific vibration. And what I do is I match the best essential oils for a specific vibration, or a combination of oils for a specific vibration, to shift that up and out of your system. So, hopelessness is a very specific frequency. And there's actually multiple flavors of hopelessness too. All right. And it's interesting, a lot of us, I'll answer that question in a second. A lot of us are actually programmed to feel and believe certain things due to our upbringing, okay, our parents, our family, where we live, our culture, what race you are. Like, certain races hold certain beliefs and certain feelings about humanity. So everything, we actually are kind of robots, not really knowing who we are. We've just become a product of our surrounding. And a lot of us hold belief systems that are extremely destructive to us. And that's what my goal is with blends and with protocols, and specifically the I'm Fabulous workshop, is that I want to help you to release the thoughts and emotions that are no longer serving you. Okay. And I mean, you can keep the ones that are beautiful. We don't want to let go of those, but the ones like, I am worthless. I am unlovable. Nobody cares about me. Life is hard. I'm all on my own. Nobody can help. Nobody supports me. Right? Like, even as a stay-at-home mom, you might get those feelings too. I'm doing this all by myself, which is really not true, but okay. So the ones that are very disempowering, we want to release and let go out of your system. And as soon as you let go of those kinds of frequencies out of your body, what you attract in your life dramatically changes. So when you go from I'm worthless to, wow, I am worthy and deserving of love, right? Of support, of abundance, of great relationships, the most amazing future partner, if you haven't found your soulmate yet. Like, when that is in your bones and in your cells and in your body, your mood changes, yes, and how you think changes, and then as a result, what you attract into your world changes. The kinds of people that want to hang out with you changes. When I first started to where I'm at now, my friendship circles have really evolved and changed. I'm sure many of you have noticed that as you're using oils too. Like, if you used to hang around a friend who would complain and whine and moan all the time, that might not feel so pleasant or attractive to be around. And you'll then look for people who are wanting to create change and inspire and lead and grow and expand, right? So, I mean, I think about when I first started doTERRA, I was a nagging wife, let me tell you. I nag, complained all the time about what my husband wasn't doing, what he should be doing. And now I do not do that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I have times when I do. But 99% of the time, I'm very aware. And rather than pointing out what's crappy about my husband, I point out the beautiful things, the things I really appreciate him doing or saying or being. And as a result, he has expanded. So what you focus on energy. Is it bad to use a blend? Can you guys hear me? can somebody chat in the message that I'm still here? I hope my internet didn't like cut off.
Desiree, I did have a break, but it is back on now.
Okay, cool.
So
All right.
you guys hang in there. We're back.
Yeah, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and read some of these questions. Is it bad to use a blend for an extended period of time? Oh, no, guys. You don't have to. If you love certain blends, you can keep using it. It's not like you have to stop at 2 to 4 weeks. No, you can continue. Royalty Blend and even like Fairy Tale, those, especially those ones, Mayflower's Bloom, those can be used as perfume for sure. So it doesn't hurt to feel like royalty all the time, right? Thank you, hun. Warm embraces are favorite. You got me hooked on that blend. Awesome. Okay, I can't be around egomaniacs in denial of their egotistical behavior. Yes, okay, I hear ya. So even for me, like I can hear, smell, taste, feel people's emotions and thoughts, especially their subconscious thoughts that they're not even aware of. And for a while, it was very difficult for me to be around certain individuals. I would just rather just go hide and go somewhere else. However, you can use the boundaries blend in the book. Okay, the boundaries blend in the book. What that will do is you use that regularly over time, you're going to start building like a thicker skin. So I can now, as I've used the oils like in that manner, I'm able to hang around people who have very low vibrations and frequencies, and it doesn't affect me whatsoever. So for you, hun, Melanie, go ahead and keep using the boundaries blend, and over time, watch your tolerance is going to build. What blend did I use to stop nagging? Okay, so one of the things, I'm going to recommend a book. I'm sure you guys have all heard it. It's The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Very, very important book. That was actually the book that got me to stop nagging. It was before I even knew how to use these oils. This is before my book. This is before all my gifts opened up, right? So it's The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Phenomenal book. You can get it on Audible too. Now, to oil-wise, one thing is you need to probably diffuse some lemongrass, because lemongrass gets rid of negative thinking, limiting beliefs, horrible outlooks of things, perspective. So diffuse lemongrass. But then the other thing I'm going to add to is cardamom, putting cardamom on your third eye once in a while. Yes. If you're allergic to lemongrass, diffuse white fir and lemon. And by the way, when you have a reaction to a specific oil, look at the emotional side to it. More than likely, that's what you're dealing with, and you don't want to let it go. So cardamom right here, that is the oil of objectivity. It will open up your vision, your spiritual vision of things, your perspective of things. It gives you more of a bird's eye view. So rather than, because when you nag, you have a very tunnel vision of a person. You put them in a box and they are this kind of person who is so lazy and so irresponsible, and that's all you see them as, right? So with the cardamom, it opens up your vision so that you see, oh my gosh, there's so much more to them than being like irresponsible and putting their dirty laundry everywhere. There's so much more beauty than that. They have so many more attributes than just being a lazy SOB, right? So the cardamom here just opens your vision. So once you start seeing like, oh my gosh, he is so loving and kind. Like you're going to start seeing that stuff. So then as a result, you're not going to want to nag as much. Cool. Yay. Questions coming in. I love it. Any other questions? Before I go, you can put it in the chat section. And then I'm going to describe, I'll do like 1 or 2 more questions, then I'll go ahead and describe the event for the workshop. So excited for you guys. So the workshop is, if I get some questions, I'll go ahead and refer to it. But the workshop is on May 20th. It will be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We will have a lunch break. And frequencies with oils. Oh, Nancy, that's so cute. You know what? I actually just went on Google and there are lists of all kinds of energetic frequencies. I didn't memorize them. I'm more of a feeler, so I'm not one of those like crazy scientific people. so I wish I could give you the whole list. Like I had to write it out and copy it from Google, where like when I did it in the I'm Fabulous class. So yeah, just go right on Google and you'll find all kinds of frequencies of all different oils there. You're welcome. Okay, so this is going to be a jam-packed event. I'm going to tell you, this will probably be the only time that I make this event $39, because the value is really at least about $800 with the amount of breakthroughs you're going through, the amount of time and energy that I'm going to be pouring into all of you guys. I most likely from this point forward, I will be raising it up to about $119 in the future. So if you want to get this workshop for a great price, this is the time to attend. So it's $39. And we are going over 8 different categories. This is not one where you're just going to be sitting down and listening to me speak. This is a very engaging workshop, tons of application. Lots and lots, not just oils. We're going to be applying oils for sure in each of the sections, but the other thing we're doing is we're going to probably do some qigong, some tapping. We have somebody coming in to do some stretching exercises. We are going to be bring a notebook and a pen, because we are doing forgiveness exercises where you're going to be writing down all of the people that you can't stand in your life that have hurt you. Like, we are, and expect to cry. There's going to be definitely some tears in here. By the way, Nancy and Elaine, we need to make sure there's tissue boxes, because people will be having breakthroughs. And I'm going to make the space very safe so you guys can feel comfortable and safe to express whatever needs to be expressed. People will be in groups too, working as well, and sharing like your exercises. And my husband, Alonto's coming in. He is extraordinary. We do our doTERRA trainings together. He has an MBA. He is an avid student of like Tony Robbins and Bob Proctor and Peter Bach. I mean, and he uses really cool methods in our doTERRA business to help our leaders go through breakthroughs. So he'll be chiming in a few parts throughout the day too, and doing some really fun activities and exercises with you as well. Gives my voice a break, and then it's nice to have male presence too. So I think you're going to be extraordinarily pleasantly surprised to hear him speak and guide you through some of these cool things. He might yell at you in a good way. Like, I'll probably yell at you too. I do that as well. My husband and I were very talented at breaking patterns and breaking subconscious programming that had been stuck in there and ingrained for years and decades and lifetimes. Okay, so it's intense. So here we go. I'm going to give you a little breakdown of what we're doing. First, we're going to clear your space. So if you haven't heard about energetic hooks, I'm not going to explain it here, but you could even go on Google and look up energetic hooks or energetic cords, and you can read about them, their side effects, what they cause within your spirit and your body. Okay, if you have a lot of anxiety, very emotional, you are dragging through life like you feel like you're walking through mud every day, like treading through mud, and doing the laundry takes so much effort. Everything takes so much effort. You have really weird diseases that the doctors can't figure out. Like, a lot of times these are energetic hooks. So go ahead and Google energetic hooks or energetic cords. Those words are used interchangeably. Okay. So we're going to remove those things. We're going to help you to build boundaries so you stop enabling people. Can't be doing that. You can't let your energy bleed out and leak out all over the place. You got to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others in a proper way. We're going to do some intense forgiveness work, forgiving all the people that have wronged you and hurt you. I know some of you like, oh yeah, I've forgiven them. Like, you intellectually have, you really want to forgive them. But when you hear that person's name, your whole body goes, oh, right? So if your body reacts to the name of a person that you think you've forgiven, then you really haven't forgiven them. So we are getting down to the cellular level, because I want you to think of your body, okay? Your body as your subconscious mind. That's what it is. It's your subconscious mind. So things are stored and trapped within our system, and that is why we use oils on very specific energetic points so that we get the most result, and we're releasing all these trapped emotions. So that's actually part 3, is we're going to be releasing trapped emotions, bitterness, resentment, anger, hate, fear, worry. All those things are just trapped in your system, and just messing with your whole nervous system in general. A lot of you are operating on fight or flight. Danger, danger, danger. There's danger all the time. Is there enough money at the end of the month? Do we have enough everything? Do we have enough food? Guys, calm down. I want to help you to break out of being in your sympathetic nervous system and know how to properly vacillate between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, so the next step, so the first 4 out of the 8 sections are clearing things, okay, and then the last 4 is refilling and nourishing. So the last step, the 4th step is clearing limiting beliefs. So we are going to work on a ton of your limiting beliefs. Now, I'm not going to say that this whole workshop is you're cured after this. That's not what I'm saying. This is going to take care of a lot more than, this would be more like, 20 years of clinical therapy. Years of acupuncture sessions. I'm jam-packing it into one day, so you're going to get so much result out of this. But here's the cool thing. You're going to have the tools for each of these areas to carry with you, because we all have a ceiling, right? And we have a breakthrough, we up level, and then there'll be another ceiling. You'll grow, 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 and then you'll hit a plateau. And then you can take out these tools that you got from the workshop and then bust through that, and then grow, grow, grow again, and you'll hit another ceiling. I can promise you. We all have upper limits all the time. Gay Hendricks talks about, in The Big Leap, talks about upper limits. Okay, great. All right, so then that's 4 out of the 8 sections. The 5th section was the integration of higher self. Now the higher, am I okay on time, Elaine? Can we go 5 more minutes? Okay. Okay, the integration of higher. Perfect. I remember you guys said it was 20 minutes, and it's already 30 minutes into the call. Okay, so integration of higher self. Everybody has a higher self. It's your highest realized self, when you have actualized your greatest gifts and talents, your highest potential. We want you to live in that. I live in that all the time. I do things that freak me out all the time. And so when you are integrated, it's much easier to live your highest self. It's not am I smart enough? Can I do it? Is it possible? Am I capable? Those kinds of frequencies naturally just disappear, and you just do it. You go. You be who you're meant to be, right? And then the 6th step is rewiring the brain with empowering beliefs. Okay, so things like, I am good enough, I'm more than enough, I am brilliant, I'm magnificent, I am capable, I can build this doTERRA business and hit diamond, right? Cool. And not that all of you are doTERRA builders, but if you are, that applies. And then the number 7 is finding your purpose. We're going to help you walk through a why exercise if you haven't seen the video. So you will have a lot of clarity after this day. And then the last step, which is really important, is actually an abundance exercise. But what we're going to be doing is breaking money blocks. Money blocks, yes. Money, when you have money blocks, the way I view it, it is nothing more than a spiritual crisis. It is inability to receive. You don't know how to receive well. If you don't know how to receive well, you will never receive abundance. But you have to receive well in order to give well. So we are going to go through money block exercises where I'm going to have you write stuff down. And Nancy and Elaine, I would like, I don't know if everyone's able to bring a red pen, but I would love them to bring a black pen and a red pen, or we can just go on Amazon and order 300 red pens and then pass those out if people forget to bring red pens. But I just want you to know that that's going to be important. We're going to need some red pens. Okay. So that's going to be fun. And by the time you're done, you're going to float away and feel totally like I can do anything. And that's because it's your feeling, right? It's how you feel about yourself, how you feel about the world is what determines your behaviors, your actions. So if you have this underlying belief system of life is hard, it's hard to make money. It's so much work. It takes so much time. Oh my goodness, nobody cares. Okay, you have these really shitty beliefs like that. How in the world are you supposed to manifest anything extraordinary with that in the background, right? So we have to obliterate those things and replace it with there's more than enough money, more than enough people. Yes, Sylvia, you do need to bring oils to the event. I do list the oils in the Eventbrite link as well as the Facebook event page. The list of oils to bring is probably like 20 something of them. If you don't have any of them or some of them, don't worry. People will share. People are very nice in doTERRA. so people will share like a drop of their oil with you. I will bring a kit of oils as well. So there's going to be plenty of oils. But yes, if you can, just to make it smooth and easy, if you have these oils, please bring them with you. So there's a little synopsis for you. We will have water available at the event. If you want to bring your own water bottles, that's great. Just understand that you will need to drink a lot of water throughout the day because you're going to get thirsty and you're going to be cleansing and detoxing. You do not need to bring rollers. You can bring fractionated coconut oil. I will bring some too, just in case someone has a reaction to oil. We're fine applying oils neat, but if someone is super sensitive, then we'll provide the fractionated coconut oil too. Cool. All right. So I think I've done my speaking moment. So does anyone have questions? Yes, or if Elaine or Nancy have anything to share.
I have so many things I can share, so I'm going to exercise a modicum of restraint and only say that for me and a lot of you, some of you know our story and some of you don't. We're not going to go into that right now. But for us, the emotions were so devastating and so raw that we went to numb. I'm not speaking for Art and Nancy, but I'm speaking for myself. But we went to numb. And Desiree speaks about that, is that not feeling things isn't healthy. Not going from bad feelings to no feelings is not being healed. And so I'm really having some breakthroughs now on getting not just out of pain, but out of numb. And so I'm encouraging you all to really get this book if you are not local and you won't be at the event. If you are anywhere on the East Coast or somewhere where you can get on a plane, we have a very large airport here. Come to the event, invest in your emotional healing, and spend the day with us. And you'll be glad that you did. And if you cannot, do not let that hold you back. Get this book and start reading. Read the front of it is not very long, but read it over and over so that you understand the concept of what this modality is about, and then start working on piece by piece, one little thing at the time. Don't try to do 45 blends at one time. Take one thing and work on it and then move on. So how about you, Nance? You got anything to share, or Stephanie's on? Stephanie.
I will share real quick.
Okay.
So Desiree, I was kind of describing you the other day to a group of my team members, and I would say right now my feeling, and I don't know if any of you also feel this way, you could give a thumbs up if you do, but like my heart already feels more alive, and my whole body is just excited from just hearing Desiree talk on video chat. And I said, I can't even describe her. I said, when you're around her, there is this aura of lightness. And I said, you have to be there. You have to. You guys, this day is going to be truly life-changing for you. You have to be there. She's incredible. If you couldn't tell just by this video chat right now.
You're so cute. Thank you. Oh my gosh. And Jackie, yes, you can use these blends on an 8-year-old. Your 8-year-old will be fine just as they are. But if you have younger children, you can dilute them more. Just dilute them more for younger kids. Oh, amazing. Thank you, honey. That was so sweet.
Desiree, will you have the books there? Several people have asked me that.
Yes, I will bring books. I'll have you give me a gauge of how much to bring, because one case has 60 books.
Okay.
So how many do you think I should bring?
I think I would bring one case, and then we will just first come, first serve, because they. Okay, great, perfect.
Yeah, I'll bring 2 of those, and then I'll even bring some I Am Fabulous tear pads.
Excellent.
As well as the labels. So I'll bring a
It's all about the labels for this team.
Yes. And I'm actually going to have it shipped to either you, Elaine, or Nancy.
Yes. And I have used the books quite a bit as gifts, and I've had so many people give me great feedback just from using the book, Desiree. So I know how much they're going to love having you here. Guys, we've gone long tonight. Thank you for your patience. We had 33 people on. That's a record. We've never had that many people. We usually run about 20, 25 a week. So do a good job letting people know about the workshop, and to go ahead and get their tickets, because we did announce it in Orlando this weekend, and so it will be opened up to lots of other teams. So get your tickets on Eventbrite. We will post, and on our team we will post the link so it's easy for you, but there is an I Am Fabulous May 20th Facebook event that you can go on to get more details, or you can look up Eventbrite I Am Fabulous 520, I think it says.
And I am going to just, I haven't made videos or heavily marketed the event yet because I wanted to reserve your team to get the most from your team right now. I will most likely make a video tomorrow. So if you guys want to get in before it sells out, please get your tickets soon. Spread the word soon, so that, because once I announce it, I imagine, make a video. Yeah, so there you go.
Okay, thanks a million.
All
right. Mwah. Thank you for giving us your time. See you soon.
Yes.
Elaine, in a private message,